coming off a stretch where he all of a sudden has put up 5 points in his last 3 games, 5 goals in his last 3 against Arizona, including the game winner in this building. Arizona on the second of a back-to-back today, and a tough one. Their heads did not pillow. Here's a weird hop off the stanchion and a sprawling save made by Villalta, and a pretty good penalty taken. Settled for Bouchard, his overtime winner against Dallas on Saturday afternoon. The 5th game-winning goal of his season. McDavid to Nugent Hopkins, Bouchard across to Leon Draisaitl. Now McDavid, Draisaitl cuts to the net, shoots and scores! Right over the shoulder of Villalta. And the Oilers are on the board barely 2 minutes in. Power play goal for Leon Draisaitl.
And 22 hours between them, and they've come out flying. They've come out taking the puck to the net. Beautiful pass and a give and go from the corner, and Leon Draisaitl finishes. He's the one that starts it down low to McDavid and then just elevates short side up over top of the glove for a 1-0 lead.
Edmonton 32-18-1, 3 points behind Vegas for second place in the Pacific Division, but they've got a better points percentage. They got 3 games in hand. Bukestad races in, reach shot, score. We're tied. Over the glove of Stuart Skinner. The equalizer by Nick Bukestad, his 11th. It's 1-1.
This is a rocket of a shot by Bukestad, and this is why Edmonton picked him up last year. Just a good job to move from the outside, change the angle, get internal, which changes the shooting angle. He walks in, he knows there's a 2-on-1. Good job by Bouchard to take that pass away, but he zips it.
And I would say at least 75% of the crowd this afternoon wearing the orange and blue, representing the visiting Edmonton Oilers. Desharnais to Kulak, his shot into a crowd deflection home! Matthias Janmark, did he get a tip? If he did, it's his first goal since November the 28th.
I wonder if this is interference or not, but a great job. He's out past the blue paint, which is important. This one's going to count. Great job by him not to come back too deep. He stays out there, takes a little bump that inadvertently bumps into the goalie a little bit, but because it's outside the blue paint, it's going to count.
Elbowed his way into a starting job with the Coyotes. They were 23-27-4 on the year. Bukestad went tumbling across the blue line. Open man crowns a blast, and that was fought off by Skinner. Checked by Josh Brown. Now McDavid. In turn, disrupted by McBain. Out to Bouchard. Steps up. Nugent Hopkins. Loads and fires again. Pad save made by Villalta. Inside the Arizona line, settled by Kessel. Genther. Turnover, Fogle fires, and then might have grazed the crossbar.
Or like dented it. This play, get yourself to a spot. The pressure by McLeod and the speed right there. Bang, picked off by Fogle, and he gets this one.
He's smiling absolutely with it.
Nurse and CC defensively with Nugent Hopkins, Kane, and Hyman. Michael Kesselring handles the dump in for the Arizona Coyotes. Their last win against the Oilers was more than 4 years ago, February of 2020. Here's Krause rifling, save Skinner, and a penalty that Janmark had to take as he erased Michelli, driving to the front of the net. At the time of his call-up with the injury to Connor Ingram, who's played so well for Arizona this year in net. Jersey to Gunther. Schmaltz, Jersey, Gunther to Keller, one-timer score, and this game is tied once again. Clayton Keller rips home his 22nd, and we're tied at 2.
And you're going to see one touch pass to the slot, one touch pass back, and for Stuart Skinner, he has to go from left to right, back to left, and that is perfectly placed inside the bar by Keller. And this is an elevation in his game as well. That size and strength has allowed him to shoot that puck.
First period shots. Now, a couple of those off posts. McDavid missed an empty net, but ideally, if you're Edmonton, a little more pressure on Villalta. Here's Draisaitl down low, right on cue, and Perry stopped by Villalta's left pad. Rebound, Valimaki. He was dumped to the ice by Holloway. Redirected in front. First by Keller. Then Gunther. Keller. Waiting. Gunther, one-timer save made by Skinner. And the Oilers needed that clear from Bouchard because Arizona was buzzing.
They have a couple of shifts in the offensive zone. Terrific movement.
Keller to Bukestad to the net. Scores! This time over the blocker. 3-2 Arizona on Bukestad.
in, but once the Coyotes have had this puck in the offensive zone, now a long change for the second period pays off for the Coyotes in this goal. It's a nice outlet pass up the ice. Keller finds Bukestad in stride. He went short side the first time.
Josh Brown for Arizona. Lead pass, Valimaki. Zucker, shouted by Bouchard, creating for Hyman. Quick shot. Evander Kane stopped by goaltender Matt Villalta. Kerfoot. Puck lodged against that kick plate beneath the dashboard. Centering pass and a save on Moser. Tough chance, and Skinner stood tall there. Ekholm unable to fish it out initially. A second offering to Draisaitl, and here come the Oilers with Draisaitl, McDavid, and Nugent-Hopkins. McDavid, open, Bouchard, blast! And a save made. That might have been tipped.
Get that shot mentality, simplify your game. I'm not telling you not to be creative, not to do what you do best, but when you're fighting it like they are right now in this game, just take the shot, see if good things can happen.
Ekholm gathered to Kane, tipped by Draisaitl, beautiful pass, McLeod, and he's drawn a penalty. Cut to the middle, Ryan McLeod draws a penalty, and it's Matthias Ekholm. In a delayed penalty situation, McDavid comes on to give Edmonton 6-on-5. And it's on score! We're tied! Evander Kane, top left corner. The Oilers won't need the power play.
And then keep possession alive. Once Kane gets this puck, he's not thinking about anything but picking a corner, and that's exactly what he does. And there's a prime example. Kane's a shooter.
So Bouchard and Ekholm with the assists on Kane's 20th. 9 20-goal campaigns for Evander Kane, and now with the game set level. It's McDavid, Nugent-Hopkins, and Hyman back out there. Shot redirected home, and Hyman has regained the lead for Edmonton at 4-3 with his 33rd. What a tip!
It's just easy for a defenseman to look up and say, yep, it's a good play, get it there, and that's exactly it. Inside position, Dumba does get out to the front, but that little push-off by Hyman separates a bit, maybe doesn't allow Dumba to pick this one up, but he picks it up. What a redirection. Can't get much better than that one. That one is at least 3 feet wide of the net. For a goaltender, he has no idea where that puck's going to go in, and it finds its way through.
And now the strategy completely changes. Matt Dumba turns it over. McDavid to Desharnais, backdoor, and Hyman was wide open. The net was still sitting wide open a few seconds after. McLeod knocked it away, got it back from Draisaitl, out to Ceci, up top Nurse. Looking for Draisaitl. Edmonton started to snap it around now. McLeod, shot, score! Oilers pouring it on! Here in the third period, Evander Kane a tip-in. And Villalta getting strafed for 3 goals.
Not a power play goal, but the delayed penalty goal with an extra man on the ice, and here he pickpockets beside the net to keep this play alive. And then great movement once again. Draisaitl moving his feet, drawing 2 towards him, and a beautiful pass into the slot. Shot mentality, we talked about it. Once McLeod gets this puck, look where he's looking. He's not looking to pass this to anybody else. He knows he has Kane in front. Get it there, and it ricochets off of him and goes into the net. He brought up a really good point earlier. There's another turnover.
Villalta gave it away. Gagne, one-timer Janmark, and that was stopped. Clayton Keller, open man Dumba, shot, and that dribbled wide. 5 minutes to play, third period. Here's a chance, and a shot healed by Dumba on net. Rebound to Cooley, crowded by Ryan. Up top, Nugent-Hopkins. Michelli doesn't pull the trigger. Krause shot, and that was blocked. Rebound, Skinner the save, still loose, and unable to be tucked home by Cooley. Thrown across to Gunther, fires at a save made Stuart Skinner. Rebound, Michelli deflected in front, and unable to finish was Keller. Janmark, going for the hit was Gunther, and he missed him, and he shook himself up. Bouchard with the net empty. Leon Draisaitl to McDavid. On to Fogle. Shoots and scores! And right on cue, the crowd erupts. McDavid dishing to Fogle, who's off the schneid.
Unselfish play with 2 goals and a hat trick, and this is by design too. Draisaitl, nice.
Crowd will count you down. It's all Oiler partisans. It's all orange and blue. Edmonton closes the deal with 4 in the third. It's 6-3 Oilers.